Okay. I still have goosebumps, honestly. Extra time, a disallowed goal, insane saves. 2026 FIFA World Cup final had, like, everything.
Wait, before we get into that. Hey everyone, welcome back to English Speaker Podcast. I'm Jack.
And I'm Amy. And today we're diving into that Spain-Argentina final and then general football chat so you can actually talk about the game with your friends. Let's get into it.
Okay, tell me everything. I only caught the second half and I was like on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Right, so it finished 1-0 to Spain, but it wasn't easy at all. It actually went to extra time. The score was tied for most of the match, and honestly, both teams had their chances.
Yes, it was a very hard-fought match between the two teams.
There was this one moment, a goal that got disallowed, and the whole stadium just went silent for a second, waiting for the review.
Oh, I hate that moment of just waiting. What was it for? A foul?
Yeah, exactly, a foul in the build-up. And honestly, the goalkeeper was the real story for me. The Argentine keeper made these saves that were just unbelievable, like stopping shots that looked like sure goals.
Okay, that's the kind of thing that gives me chills, you know? A keeper single-handedly keeping his team alive.
Totally. And even Messi, he was still out there, still trying, still creating chances, right until the very end. It's kind of poetic, honestly.
Yeah, it really is. So how did the winning goal actually happen in the end?
It came in extra time. Spain kept pushing, and eventually the pressure paid off. One clean strike, and that was it. Game over.
Wow. Okay, so switching gears a little, I actually don't know that much about football in general. Like, what even counts as a big match?
Good question. Usually it's finals, obviously, but also rivalry matches, games between teams or countries that have this long history of competing against each other.
And what makes a game a nail-biter exactly? I hear that word a lot.
It's when the result could go either way, right up until the last minute. You're literally biting your nails from the tension. Last night was a total nail-biter.
Okay, that makes sense. And what about underdogs? I feel like I hear that term constantly during big tournaments.
Right, an underdog is a team that isn't expected to win, but somehow does anyway, or at least puts up a real fight. Fans love an underdog story.
I bet. Honestly, this conversation is making me want to actually watch a full match for once. Like, what's the easiest way to actually get into it if someone's never really followed football before?
Honestly, just pick a team. It doesn't even matter which one at first. Once you have a team, every match suddenly matters, and you start caring about the little details, the transfers, the rivalries, all of it.
Okay, and what do people usually say when they're talking about a match with friends? Like, are there phrases I should know?
Oh, tons. People say things like, "Did you catch the game last night?" Or "What a match?" Or even just "That was robbery" when they think the referee made a bad call.
That was robbery. I love that. What about when a team is just dominating the whole game?
You'd say they're running the show or that they controlled the whole match. And when a game's really boring, with no goals at all, people just call it a snooze fest.
Okay, I'm definitely stealing snooze fest. So is football really that different depending on the country, or is it kind of universal?
It's universal in the sense that everyone understands the passion, but every country has its own style. Some love flashy, attacking football, others focus more on defense and discipline.
That's actually really interesting because you'd think a sport would just be a sport, right? But there's this whole culture behind it.
Exactly, and that's honestly my favorite part. It's not just 11 players on a field, it's history, identity, whole countries watching together.
Okay, one more question. What's the best way to actually watch a big match like this one? Alone, or does it have to be a whole event?
Oh, it's always better with people. Snacks, a big screen, everyone reacting together. Honestly, half the fun is just the noise in the room after a goal.
I might genuinely organise a watch party for the next big game, just to see what all the fuss is about.
You should. Once you're in that room, hearing everyone gasp at the same moment, you'll understand exactly why people love this sport.
Okay, and one last thing. Is it different, do you think, watching your national team play versus watching your regular club team every week?
Oh, totally different vibe. With your club, you're in it every single week, ups and downs, it's like a relationship. But the national team, that only comes around every couple of years, so it feels huge, almost like an event.
That makes sense, actually. So when a country reaches a final, like Spain did, Is that like the biggest thing that can happen in football?
Pretty much, yeah. A World Cup final is the absolute peak. Players dream about it their whole careers, and for the fans, it's something they'll remember forever. No matter how the result goes.
Wow. And what about the losing team? Like Argentina made it that far too, right? Does that still count as a success?
Definitely. Getting to a final means you beat every other team along the way. It's heartbreaking to lose, sure, but it's still an incredible run. Nobody remembers just the final score. They remember the whole journey.
That's actually a really nice way to look at it. Okay, I think I finally get why people get so emotionally invested in this sport.
Right? And honestly, that's the whole magic of it. 90 minutes, sometimes more, and it can completely change how a whole country feels that night.
And even just understanding a few key words makes it so much more enjoyable. Which is actually perfect, because it's time for our vocabulary section.
If you've enjoyed this chat, please give us a like. It really helps the podcast. Now, let's go through 10 words from today's conversation. Remember, we'll say each example sentence twice, so you can repeat it.
First word, extra time. This is the extra period played when a match is tied after 90 minutes. The match went into extra time because neither team had scored. The match went into extra time because neither team had scored.
Next, save. This means when a goalkeeper stops the ball from going into the goal. The goalkeeper made an incredible save in the final minute. The goalkeeper made an incredible save in the final minute.
Disallowed. This means a goal doesn't count, usually because of a foul. The referee disallowed the goal after checking the replay. The referee disallowed the goal after checking the replay.
Nail-biter, a game so tense and close that it's hard to watch. That match was a total nail-biter until the very last second. That match was a total nail-biter until the very last second.
Supporter. This one's simple. It just means a fan of a team. Every supporter in the stadium was on their feet. Every supporter in the stadium was on their feet.
Rivalry. A long-standing competition between two teams or players. The rivalry between these two countries goes back decades. The rivalry between these two countries goes back decades.
Celebration. What happens after a goal, when everyone goes wild? The whole team ran to the corner for the celebration. The whole team ran to the corner for the celebration.
Commentator. The person describing the match, live on television or radio. The commentator could barely speak after that incredible goal. The commentator could barely speak after that incredible goal.
Underdog. A team that isn't expected to win. Nobody expected them to win, but the underdog pulled through. Nobody expected them to win, but the underdog pulled through.
And finally, legend. Someone remembered forever for something amazing they did. That save will make him a legend in this sport. That save will make him a legend in this sport.
All right, that's it for today's episode. Let us know in the comments, what word did you enjoy learning the most, or what topic do you want us to cover next?
Thanks so much for listening, everyone. I'm Amy.
And I'm Jack, and this has been English Speaker Podcast. We'll see you in the next episode.